Good morning. We're back at Sierra Lakes and we're back doing a lesson, which I said I wasn't going to do, but each of these lessons is getting more and more specific. So today, my teaching professional has agreed to come with me on a few holes. We're going to play a few holes, he's going to observe, and then we're going to talk about tendencies and where my game needs to get better, etc., etc. So it should be a pretty exciting lesson. Let's get into it.
So how much time do you usually give yourself to before?
Well, I'm early usually. So usually I'll come like an hour early. And so I'll putt maybe for 20 minutes and then I'll come do this.
Yeah, that's good. The first place you should go is the putting.
Yeah.
All right, just get the speed down.
Yep.
Always give yourself a little extra time. Go from
like a gap wedge to like a 4-iron.
A wood or a hybrid. Maybe every 5 golf balls or so.
Okay.
Because that's what we do on the golf course.
Right.
Instead of our normal ladder going up, you know, we go like short club all the way to long club.
Yeah.
It's not about
Shots.
the mechanics
Shot
of things.
Selection.
Yeah. Maybe we'll talk about some trouble shots, right? Another thing is how you practice, right? Kind of working on your pre-shot routines.
Okay. What is a good pre-shot routine?
You know, when you approach the golf ball. Now, we're not talking about the mental side of it.
Okay.
This is just what you should do before each shot.
Right.
I would say no more than 2 practice swings.
Okay.
You know, you don't want to be out there doing 5 practice swing and start overthinking, right? One little basic mental focus is to visualize the shot shape that you're kind of looking for. So pick a target. I'm thinking red flag, right? So you'll be doing couple practice swings, kind of feeling the swing a little bit, right? Yeah. Then you step back. All right, you've seen the pros do it. So what we're trying to do here is actually aim. Big thing on aiming is draw an imaginary line. You can either close one eye and actually line it up with your club, or you can visually kind of create a line. But within that line, I'd pick a spot about a foot or 2 away. You don't want to pick something too far. We don't want to rely on our peripheral vision. Okay? A lot of players, they tend to do their practice swing here and they just kind of set up this. You're trying to aim by turning your head and just kind of relying on this. And most players end up either too far right or too far left. Mostly too far to the right. Yeah. The best way is to step back, actually pick a spot, right? So we'll say I'm gonna pick that little patch of grass, right? And then what I'm gonna do now is point that club face at that spot, which is so much easier because it's right in front of it, right? And then make sure your feet are perpendicular to the club face line and take one or a couple looks. Then you can go ahead and one thing I would suggest, you know, after you do the pre-shot routine and you set up, ready to hit, take at least one more look at the target before you fire.
Okay.
For me, okay?
One more.
Just to kind of visualize that feel. Yeah. So again, you want to make this normal, right? This has to be second nature to you, right? You don't want to be thinking about pre-shot routine. It's just automatic. This is what most players don't practice on the range.
Practice.
Yeah. And you want to do this fairly quickly, right? You don't want to stand over the ball and start overthinking, right? It should be pretty pretty quick. I just want to see you play a couple holes. I'm going to be watching you.
I mean, honestly, I would hit a driver here. So, I mean, I probably should hit a 3-wood, but I'm getting comfortable with this driver now. I feel like I can keep it.
If you have the confidence, you know, fire away. Play aggressive.
Yeah, I tend to play a little more aggressive than I probably should.
And that's okay. I like that mentality. Actually, one of my favorite holes, too.
Nice. I want to take it right at that tree behind me. Green.
Not bad. I'll take those. You know, don't overthink off tee shots.
I pick sort of mid-fairway, cheat towards the side where I feel like I'm going to miss. If I'm missing left, I'll cheat a little right. If I'm missing,
that is fine. You know your tendencies, and that's what you're supposed to do. And I love what you did. You talked about what you're going to do and not what you don't want to do.
Right.
So mental game-wise, stay away from those negative words like don't. Okay, so if there is a hazard to the right, you're more like, okay, I'm going to aim a little bit to the left, and I want to hit it that way, right? Instead of, oh, let's not go to the right and avoid, right? Those are all kind of negative words.
Right.
And I love what you did there. One thing was just, again, take one more look.
One more look.
One more look before you strike, okay?
Okay.
Right, let's keep going.
So I think that's a sucker pin. I got 106 to the pin, but it's tucked up front with that bunker, which I don't like. So I'm going to hit my 54. I'm going to aim left of the pin. I don't want to bring that bunker in. Try to carry it just long and bring it back. Good, not great. Kind of hit it where I was aiming.
I mean, right now, it's about just hitting fairway.
Yep.
Regardless how close we put it.
Yep.
You know, if you're just giving yourself a chance for 2 putts.
To me, it looks like it's all sloping this way. So aerated greens are going to be slow, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a little slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. So when we're out here, we're doing what I call these lag putts, right?
Right.
Obviously, you're not gonna always be playing by yourself. So most beginners, they tend to kind of wait by their ball and just kind of wait for their turn.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of doing that, especially when you're playing with others, right? When it's not your turn, I want you to stay active.
Okay.
Meaning you're reading your greens, right?
Yeah.
You're doing a 360.
Yeah.
You know, the reason for that is you want to know, right, the undulations, not just one side. You do want to also check from the other side, because like you said, when you said a foot out, which is fine, from there it felt, because you're on the high side, right?
Yeah.
But when you come down here, you can tell it's not gonna break much. You felt like it was more. So another good thing to, whenever you have an issue with trying to figure out what the undulations are, you know, you've seen players walk about halfway, especially long putts, and they'll kind of do one of these where they'll kind of feel it at your feet. Have you seen players do that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's from a technique called aim point. Using your feet to feel the undulation will be great.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do your best not to step on your line, right? Just in case there's rules issues there. But either on the low side or on the high side.
So what are you feeling from? Like where your weight, how your weight is distributed?
Yeah, you can really feel, because right now what you're relying on is vision.
Yeah.
You're using visual breaks, right?
Yeah.
You're seeing which side of the high side.
Yeah, I guess I can feel a little more weight on this side, right?
Yeah. All right, let's go next hole. Not bad. If you look, a lot of courses are designed for you to be at certain spots, right? Again, you want to either use a club that goes over the trouble areas or short of the trouble areas. So par fives, you don't have to worry too much about your tee shot, right? Try to stay away from thinking about score so much. I know it happens to the best of us. You start counting your score minute. You start going after 9, hey, what did I shoot?
Yeah.
That will mess with you.
I 100% do.
Right? Try to do your best mentally to stay focused on that hole, right?
Yep.
So a lot of the times I'd write the score down, but I would write it where I'll be kind of covering it, and I'll fold it up.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Now, if you're gonna go for it, you're about 240
Yeah, I'm not going to go.
out. If you're gonna lay up, I think hitting about a 200-yard clubber.
If I were 3 yards back in that fairway, I might try to hit my 3-wood, but it's uphill, so I'm not going to get. I don't think I can realistically get it there.
Yeah.
So and again, these uneven lies give me trouble too.
Yeah,
so ball's above my feet. So I think I'm going to hit it left. So I'm going to aim a little bit right.
That's out. Straight out.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but it's
Fine.
I'm out.
You're a tough lie, you know? What you mentioned about going a little left was correct, right? Now again, with the ball position being up above your feet, more on this line, everybody knows this one. This one's easy.
Big hook.
The ball's gonna curve to the left because the club is more here. Your swing's a lot flatter.
When the ball's above your feet, do you adjust your hands?
Yeah,
or do you just try to shorten up?
No, it depends on how much undulation there is. Sometimes I do choke down on it.
Yeah.
Because if it's out here, I'm almost standing kind of straight up, right? Because I'm doing my best to keep my body somewhat perpendicular.
Sole of the club, a little more.
A little uphill, so I say play at 130, little 132.
So my pitching wedge, when I hit it, will go 150.
Oh wow, that's pretty deep for a wedge.
Yeah.
All right,
my gap wedge will be in that 130
130, 140.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I would like to see from you on the course, just like on the range.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and hold our finish.
Hold our finish.
Yeah. Okay. Just to produce good habits. You can bring your arms down. I just want you to kind of hold
that front.
I noticed when you do hit your draw at any full swing, as soon as you hit, you want to come out of it. Okay. So just kind of hold it for a couple more seconds.
And get that balance. Yeah. Now, what is this awful thing gonna do?
Here, right?
It looks like it's gonna push it that way. But I kind of feel like I need to hit.
Yeah, it's almost slight double breaker.
About here.
Yeah. It will break back this way at the end.
Will it?
There you go. You're uphill too, so I like it.
Boy, that looked like it stayed dead straight, didn't it?
Well, I mean, yeah. Not bad. One thing I did notice about your putting, go ahead and just set up how you normally would putt, right? See how I could put my finger right there?
Yeah.
So I would love to see you just flatten it just a tiny bit. I don't mind the toes slightly up, hands up a little bit more. That's it. Yeah, it's a lot flatter.
Yeah, that feels good.
So when you go like this, well, I'm exaggerating.
Yeah.
With the lofts, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna create more of the shaft lie angle is gonna start doing this.
Yeah.
Then your putter is gonna go more around. If you flatten it up a little bit, the shaft is gonna be a little bit more steeper, right? Creating more of that straight back, straight through feel. Hey, let's actually do some bunker. I wanna see you do some bunker shots. Fairway bunker shot, don't overthink it, right? On technique wise, right? So you don't wanna hit the ground first. Right? We wanna catch the ball first. We wanna kind of pick it clean. So basic fundamentals on doing that is choke down on the club, okay? And maybe have your ball position slightly back. Anything that'll help us catch ball first, yeah? No, don't worry about anything. We're just here to kind of put some reps in, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, that's as good as
I mean, look,
ever
the
done.
ball is not gonna go far. Just understand that, right? If you're trying to approach the green, I would recommend you club up. So your swing changes a little bit because you're not used to, right? So that one, see how you didn't even get off your back foot. Hit that ground a little bit, but focus more on just putting that normal, nice finish to it, okay? There you go. Show me that nice finish. Focus on holding that nice finish all the way to your toes. Yeah, that was good. Look, again, we're just trying to get out there.
Oh, yeah, no.
And again, it takes practice, obviously.
Yep.
Right? I mean, we're not going to go right at the flag. Show me what you got first, okay?
Yep.
Let me see.
Do you want me to talk through it, or you want me to just hit
Yeah, no, go ahead and talk through it. I want to know what's going on.
I open my club face, I open my stance, I try to keep most of my weight on my front foot, and I try to hit just behind the ball. And about twice as hard as I think I can.
Yeah, that was nice. That's nice. A couple things I'd adjust for you. I would, you being so tall, I would love to see you get a little bigger, wider base.
Wider base, okay.
But let's adjust. I want to see you hit with a little wider stance, okay? And aiming a little bit more left for me, okay? Technique is there, which is great, but again, contact is everything. You've heard, you want to hit about an inch or two behind the ball. Yeah. So to practice that, this is an old school classic drill. Okay. And draw a nice little line. Enter the sand right on the line.
Okay.
And make a divot right in front. So we're gonna imagine there's a ball about an inch or two, right?
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is, you're just gonna set up. So you're gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So you're hitting, right?
On the rock.
And I found the rock there. So I'm trying to make these lines disappear, and I'm focusing on where you're entering, right? So let me see you go ahead and, there you go. Now move on up, make that line disappear, left face open, nice.
So a little front of it. Behind it.
One more.
Yeah, I'm not as comfortable with where my club's gonna land in this wide.
Nice. Good. Again, just for practice.
Yeah. That's where I want to hit. That seems way too far,
And again, I'm not talking too much about distance control. This is just, hey, let's just get you out of the bunker.
Yeah.
Right. See how a lot of things I talk to you about is contact.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Right. And then
you're not doing anything if you're not making good, consistent contact.
Exactly. Not bad.
Yeah.
Looks good today. The game's there.
Yeah, I feel like hitting the ball well enough. I should start scoring low. I mean, low for me, right?
Course management wise, pretty solid. You actually talked yourself into you're not just out there just hitting golf ball, right? You're actually analyzing where you got to be. So I don't think gonna have too much of an issue with course management.
Okay, perfect.
Pre-shot routine, just take one more look. Fairway bunker shot, super easy. Just choke down on it. Maybe slightly back of your stance, and trust the swing and go to finish the swing. Talking about the finish, hold your finish just for a couple more seconds out on the course.
What PGA pro would come out with a guy like me and play some holes on the course? If you want a good PGA guy, you're looking for lessons, Eric Yu is your guy. This was a great time. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. I learned so much. So that was fun. I honestly don't know of any golf professionals that will take you out on the course and help you with your game. So that was really special, and I think it's going to help me a lot. My thoughts on it are, and I know my last golf round video I shot a 52, but I came the week after and shot an 81. one. I actually shot a 38 on the back. So my game is coming along, but I can still obviously blow up just like anybody. So I feel like I need to dial in some of those bunker areas, some of the slow chips, some of the bump and runs. I mean, things that you score on, right? I feel like I'm hitting my driver and irons well enough that I should be starting to score well. Super impressed with Eric, super impressed with the work he's doing, and I feel like this journey is coming along. So let's work on it together.